mm,
Okay, you could just say simplest.
okay.
So you could just omit the most. Well, it's okay if you say the most simple. Um, very simple clothes. But you could just say, I'm trying to buy just the simplest design or type of clothes. Simplest type.
What time I can use the most, and what um what kind what kind of word I can use word plus est. I remember two situation.
Mm-hmm.
One use the most and the other use the vocabulary plus est.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find a specific rule for that.
Actually, I learned before, but I almost don't remember.
Well, technically, if we're just gonna use the word simplest, this is just more on an adjective. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like if you're trying to describe something, then you could just say the simplest clothes. But for most,
Um, is that the short um
okay. Well, most simple. It's also correct, Ali.
yeah.
But if we're just going into the degree of
Uh-huh.
of how you're gonna use adjective in your sentence, and if there is simple words to use it, then it's best if you're just use that one word to define. This is if it's the rule for that. It's we have.
Is the short uh syllable use 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 plus est.
Yeah, this is on the superlative form of the word. So we have simple, and the superlative form of that is simplest.
Mm-hmm.
So this is by adding ESD. So I think this is what you're trying to say.
Okay.
So we have other, I'm going to give you other examples. Quick.
Quick.
If you're going to use quick in a sentence, she runs very quick, right?
Quick.
Or
Yeah.
you could just say she runs she runs a,
Okay.
she runs the quickest
Okay.
in the group.
Okay.
Mm, for sad. So that movie is very sad. Or you could can say that movie is the saddest movie I've ever watched.
Okay.
So versus the simplest. So both are the same. This I'm just giving you an insight wherein if you're
Okay.
trying to make sentences, if there is a simple word to describe it, then go with it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that your sentence is wrong.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see, I see. But if some words it just can use the most.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because there are, selective words that you could just add est at the end of the word to make it, superlative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then next, it is
Um,
not easy the first
easy.
time. Okay, or you could say it is not
Not
easy
easy.
if you are starting.
Okay.
You are starting a new business, or you can say, or a new product
Okay.
to promote or launch. If you could try to explain it further, then you could also want it to say it. It is not easy if you're starting a new business or product
Oh,
or to promote or launch a new product.
lunch.
Yeah,
Lunch.
launch.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
if you're gonna launch a new clothes line.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to launch a new um, types of shoes or types of sandals or boots here.
Okay.
Then next, it can say that I can't remember this part.
Hmm. I didn't remember either.
Well, just delete that for now. Okay. Two kind of sentence.
But
Uh-huh.
the sentence is right, right?
Mm, let me just. It
If I say
it can say that no, the sentence is
no.
not.
Okay.
It can say that. I think it's best if you say.
Can say
I it is it can say that, or I can say, or I don't know the exact way, but technically the sentence or the phrase construction is not right.
okay. Maybe we will
Well,
maybe I will say again in the future. So I can it can be correct.
can be corrected. It can be corrected. So if
Can
there's
be.
a be, it always the verb that follows always end with ed or in the past.
Okay. Okay. It can be correct.
Corrected. So the be,
Corrected.
yeah, be plus
Sometimes
verb.
I know the verb should be plus ed, but sometimes I can read correct.
Okay, I'm gonna highlight with green. yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, English grammar is a bit confusing
Mm,
because there are certain rules that sometimes it can break the rule, but it can be,
mm,
it can be, or it's accepted. There
mm.
are always an exception to the rules. That's what they say.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to
Corrected.
corrected, it can be corrected.
Be corrected. Okay.
It,
It can.
the next two kind of sentence when used in main verb. So if we're gonna,
Two kinds of sentences
they're good sentences.
when used in main verb.
Okay. Alrighty, so that's it. So very good with the activity. Um, I did this also to one of my students, although there's already a photo, and she said that it's hard for you. Do you find it hard?
I think mm, I I think I always focus on somewhere I can see.
Mm-hmm.
If rich, I cannot image.
I'm
So
I'm sorry, I cannot image.
yeah, image out.
I cannot
So I won't use this word the on that photo.
Mm-hmm. But the good thing with you is that in just one photo, you were able to come up not just 10 words, but you exceeded it. Um, for some, they just have, they'll be able to use describing words just 5 or 6. They can't even reach
Oh,
10. But
oh,
if you're gonna compare it with the photo that I'm asking you to describe, you could actually give more, on their photos, but in the photo, just a woman, but and yet you can.
I think hard
Okay, you're
and always around beautiful or
okay.
clothes or something chic on her.
And I think that's also what when I asked you to do that activity, I'm thinking that it's gonna be easier for you because, like you said, your type of business.
Yeah.
So those words that you've given, you've been using that to describe your clothes and so forth. So
It's funny.
it is right.
Yeah.
So it's very relevant and related to your lifestyle, to your business. So there. You said I cannot image out. Is it image?
Yeah. Yeah. Image.
Technically, the word is wrong.
Okay.
It's imagine.
Oh. Image is no.
Yes.
Okay.
Image is a noun. It's like a picture. I cannot picture
Okay.
it.
Okay.
But here, imagine, that's already a verb.
Okay. Imagine.
Okay. So let's go now to. So we're already here. Do you know who the woman is? Why do you think she's famous? So you're trying to construct questions
Yeah.
about her. So
Yeah.
can we just have just a review of it? Can you read it, Allison?
Okay. How old is she? How many films or TV series does she act? How many years is she in the entertainment? Does she have any leisure time in her private life? How many awards does she get?
Okay, so let's go to the question and answer. So going back with the activity that we had.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so again, you're gonna be Frida Pinto and I'm the interviewee.
Okay.
So I think we've ended on question number 5. So question number 6, where do you live?
I live in three cases. Um, sorry. Uh, restart. I live in three suitcases. I come from Mumbai and sometimes I live there, but I also spend time in London and New York and lots of other places. Right now, I don't mind moving around a lot.
What do you do in your free time?
I do yoga regularly and I read books. I don't do much sport, but I have a lot of different hobbies. I like dancing, especially Indian dance and salsa. I cook different kinds of food, especially Italian. Also, I collect boarding passes. I travel by air a lot of work and also my friends, so I've got a lot of them now.
Are you scared of anything?
I'm scared of water and I can't swim very well. I want to learn to swim properly so I don't feel so scared.
What's your favorite possession?
Shoes and my Chanel banana bag.
Okay, it's really related to you. What's your favorite weather?
I like rain and I like rain. I love the monsoon season in India when it rains a lot.
What is your favorite actor? I'm sorry, who is your favorite actor?
I've got lots of favorite actors. Uh, Amir Khan, um, Mandarin. I don't.
It's okay.
Uh, uh, Dicey, Nicole Kidman, and Johnny Depp. And my favorite singer is Sting.
What are your ambitions for the future?
I want to continue acting in films. I also want to open a school for poor children in India.
Okay, good. So if I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Okay.
So do you have already an idea who is Frida Pinto?
Yeah.
Okay. So what can you say about her now? Since you know already some of it about her.
About her. Okay. Mm, um, she, 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 um, she lives around the world,
Okay.
and she always um, travel or works everywhere by airplane. So uh, she likes co- collect passes, boarding passes.
Okay. All right. So
And
before you continue, I'm sorry to cut you off, Allison. So let's just go over to your question first.
oh my,
Yeah, the questions that you constructed. So number 1, you said how old is she? So
uh,
it was answered, right? So where and when were you born? So how old is she now?
oh, mm, she She is 35 years old.
Okay. Alright, so first question was already answered. How about number 2? How many films or TV series does she act?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. um, she acts two films. Oh no. She acts many films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but most famous is Slumdog Millionaire
Mm-hmm.
and The Planet of the Apes and Immortals.
Okay, again, it's Planet of the Apes.
The Planet of the Apes
And
and Immortals.
okay, so there are how many? One.
How?
How many films in total?
In total, okay. Hmm? But any two.
Is it just 2?
I think many.
Okay, so just based on here, on question number 5. So we have Slumdog Millionaire. The other films is that Mural, and then Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and then Immortals. So I think it's 4.
Four. Oh, it's not. It's different.
Which
Main go.
one? So
Oh,
Slumdog Millionaire, that's one film.
yeah.
And then Mural, 2.
Oh.
And then Rise of the Planet of the Apes, 3. And then Immortals, 4.
Okay. I
So,
think it's just one. Planet of the Apes and Immortal is one theme.
okay. Now, these are,
Okay.
yeah. So, Mural, that's another film.
Okay.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and then Immortals. So, plus this Slumdog. So,
Okay. So she acts for themes.
is it she act?
She acts.
It's in the past. It's done.
Oh, okay. She acts
Acted on for
or acted on for famous
famous films.
famous themes.
Okay, yeah, we'll just put it that way. Next, how
Okay.
many years is she in the entertainment?
Um. Um. She she was in she is in the entertainment for 11 years.
Okay, so where'd you find the answer?
Um. Um. Um.
On what part?
Question 5. Because in 20 oh yeah, because she said in 2008, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She played one of the film.
Okay, yeah. So your first acting job, so 2008, and up until now. So she,
She
could you repeat your answer?
she is
And then,
in the entertainment for 11 years.
right, next. Does she have any leisure time in her private life?
Um, she, ye- um, yes, she do yoga
Mm-hmm.
and read books, um, and collect boarding passes.
She does yoga, read books, and collect.
Does read books and collect boarding passes.
Alright, next. How many awards does she get?
Mm, I cannot find the how many
The answer.
words. Yeah, I can't find the answer.
Yeah, it doesn't mention, right? I think
Yeah,
maybe when she was interviewed, she never had any award yet.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so no. Alright, so let's move now to
Okay,
number 2. Can you read the instruction and question
okay.
number 1?
Working pairs and answer the questions. The questions. What is the most interesting thing you learned from the interview?
Okay, so what can you say about the interview?
What is the most interesting thing you um okay. Um the most interesting thing from this interview is she collects boarding passes. She
See? So you're just more into the idea or the things you've learned or you've known about Frida Pinto. What about having an interview? What does it um what can you learn about it if you do interviews, or what is the purpose of having interviews?
okay. Mm, um um I can learn um many many words and the new pronunciation
New pronunciation or correct
uh, uh, and correct pronunciation.
of words? All right. Next, how have you seen any of her films?
No, never. But I heard uh, the film Slumdog Millionaire.
Hmm. She has somewhat an important role in the movie. Yeah.
Is that famous in the world? In the world.
Yes, it is because Slumdog Millionaire won a lot of awards during that time. Let me just take a look real quick. It's not directly as the actor and actresses, but the movie
Uh-huh.
itself that
Yeah.
won the awards.
Oh, I see.
So there are, wow, I think it's five. It says here, Best Picture, Best Original Music Score, Best Director, and Best Motion Picture Drama. So these are
Mm.
the awards. Wow. Yeah, it's actually very famous way back then.
Ah,
Um, I was curious also about this Indian movie, and
mm.
because it's they won a lot of awards. That is one of the reasons why I decided to watch it. Sometimes you'll get curious, right?
Yeah.
Why there's a lot of people watching this movie,
Mm.
or why
Mm.
this movie won a lot of awards. So if there's an impression for you, you felt
Mm.
curious that you wanted
Yeah.
to know more about that movie also.
Yeah.
Okay. So Slumdog Millionaire, that's actually the language there is in English, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be easier for you to watch it. And then next, what do you have in common with Frida Pinto? Okay, so there you go.
In common, e- exactly, exactly, uh,
Yeah, what
it,
do you have?
I want to know in common, exactly meaning.
Oh, exactly. You want to know the meaning?
Yes,
Okay.
in common.
Exactly, it's like I'm just gonna insert here vocabulary words. It's like let me find. It's completely the same.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mm. I think I have many um in common with her. For example, um, she loves shoes.
So we have in common.
We have
Oh,
if I use many in common is that correct?
yes, of
Okay.
course. We have
We have many
many.
in common.
We have many common things. You could say such as We love shoes.
We love. Okay. Wow. We have many common
Yeah, we have many common
things.
things such as we love shoes.
We
Do
love
you,
shoes.
do you like bags also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
All leathers. I like all leathers
leather.
products.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, what else? What do you have in common?
Um. We we work. By we sometimes works by airplane.
We work.
Works or we work or travel
Mm-hmm.
by air.
All right.
And um oh um I can't swim too. I can't swim either.
Okay.
And I try I try to learn breathe uh in the swimming pool. I can swim, but I can change the breathe. So I scared water. I feel scared in the water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I can swim either in try to learn how to breathe in a
In
swimming
swimming
pool.
pool.
However, I am scared.
I am scared water
I am scared of water.
of water.
Wow. Okay. So can you just read your answer?
We have many common things, such as we love shoes and bags. We work or travel by air. I can't. I can't.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, I can't swim either. And I tried to learn how to breathe in a swimming pool. However, I'm scared of water.
Okay. Ah, so you try. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else that you have in common?
Um.
How about in your free time? Do you do yoga also?
No,
Read books.
no, I don't like read books. I don't know why. I read books
Mm-hmm.
slowly.
Or maybe you're this kind of person that you are visual. You tend to maybe like to read books if there are a lot of pictures or photos on it.
Maybe, but if I read books, I should take many times. So I just like learn, read language books, but I don't read the the how can I say
Just like pocket books,
no novel
novel.
novel.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
many words. I can't.
Wait, would that be English novel or even Chinese novels?
Even Chinese novels. I always say I had reading um um berry Ba- berry. I always um tell my friends I am reading berries. barrier. I am a reading barrier. Is that right? Barrier.
Reading barrier? Reading.
I have reading barrier.
Is this what you mean?
It's like if the word is 1, 2, 3, I sometimes read it become 1, 3, 2. So I don't like to read.
I don't like reading.
I don't like reading.
Okay, you said if you're reading one, two, three, let's say four, but then you tend to read 1, 3. It's like you're skipping lines.
Keep-
Skip, are you?
Oh yeah, skipping lines. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, at first, I'm that kind of person too. I don't read novels because it's like I need to write down all of the vocabulary words that I don't know, and then
Ah.
after that, I have to look into the dictionary and check the definition. And but as I go along,
Yeah.
you will develop this.
Oh
If
yeah.
you've already encountered those words, then when you try to read again, then you already know the meaning.
Become a habit.
Yes, exactly. When I was in college, I loved reading books, and even when I'm working in a private company, if I have free time, I
Oh
really bring novels or pocket books, even though I'm
wow.
I'm working. So,
Wow.
and some of the books that I've read, it was actually been um, they filmed it into movies, so it's like you can compare what you've read and what you watch. Of course, there are things that was deleted on the movies, but it's in the book. Those kind of
Oh.
yeah.
I really and more and more uh who likes or who love reading. I think mm, they are good.
Okay. Well, of course, if you are a wide reader, then your vocabulary is
Yeah.
very wide, and
Mm.
yeah, there's a lot of advantages if you read books also. Okay, so one more thing before we end the class for tonight, Allison.
Okay. Yeah.
This is very important. Also,
Okay.
can you um, do the evaluation for me?
Evaluation. Oh, sorry, I don't understand.
Evaluation. I'm gonna send you the link
Oh, okay.
on
Right now.
Skype. Hold on a sec. So I strongly suggest, this is one way for us to improve how we teach
Okay.
your materials or the book that we are using. Let's say you could give feedback or comments if you're having a hard time, or is the book very easy for you, or if
Okay.
you wanted to change that,
Okay.
those kind of things.
Evaluation.
Yes.
Email.
Evaluation.
Evaluation. Okay. Evaluation.
So I sent the link on Skype.
Yeah, I received. So I have to done right now.
Yeah, if yeah, you can do it after our class. So just an overview.
Okay.
So you just
Okay.
need to put your Skype ID,
Okay.
your teacher, and then here number one question says here difficulty of the material. So
Okay.
you could just rate it if it's very easy for you or is it difficult. And then
Okay.
does the material meet your need? Yeah, so you're gonna say no or not.
Okay.
And then next, the way teachers express themselves.
Okay.
Is it bad or is it
No,
good?
very good. Very good.
Okay, are the teachers friendly or friendliness? So is it bad or good? You know, there's teachers' patience, bad or good, and expertise. And then does the teacher pay attention to the class well?
Mm-hmm.
And then is teacher's voice clear in class?
Okay.
And then will you recommend ESL 101 to your friends?
Okay.
And then lastly, others. So if you need to give comments or feedback, then you could just add it here. Okay?
Okay. No problem.
Alrighty. Alright, thank you so much for that, Allison.
Yeah, thank you so much to Shelly.
It's my pleasure. So let's call it a night then. Have a great evening.
Have a great evening.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye now.